rushing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over. And I'm a storm that's taking over. Silhouettes of you used to haunt my dreams. Nightmares laid to rest, no coming back to me. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, now I'm taking over. I'm a storm that's more chances, I don't care if I am fencing brighter. Yeah, yeah, oh boy, I'm telling you goodbye, I'm telling you goodbye. Yeah, oh boy, I'm telling you goodbye, I'm telling you goodbye. duck, duck, goes down.
Tanks, he is the hero. Yevny, oh dear, showing the back to Ambition. Oh no, he received a shot, now he's a one shot. Oh dear, Yevny, can he survive? It's the $1 million question now, can he survive? He race. Oh my god, oh no, he fell out, whoopsie, he fell out, no! Oh no! Good evening everyone, we are back in the previous skill tournament, the second previous skill tournament, day 1, we're following Carnage. CARNA, or as we say, it's going to be playing in the previous skill tournament. Once again, let us brief the previous skill tournament format. So all games are played in the best of 3 series. Whichever team wins the first 2 matches will win the fixture. The tournament is run in groups of single elimination knockout stage with a 3rd place match per group. Right, so this so that means if Carnage were to be knocked out in their first fixture, then they will be done for tonight and also tomorrow. The tournament is seeded via average win rate of members in the team. At the end of the tournament, a certain number of cups are given to the clan that team's registered for. The number of cups will determine the leaderboard position, and top 8 of the leaderboard will advance to the next stage, which is the Blitz Cup preliminaries. One previous skill tournament is spread out across 2 consecutive days, with the first day having at most 16 teams in one group, and the top 4 of each group will advance to the games held on the second day, whereas the second day there are at most 32 teams in one group and all games are played in supremacy mode. Carnage tonight can earn as much as 5,197 cups in the group stage, and during the final stage they can earn an extra 2,011 more, and we will see if they will be able to do so. Timeline for you: the previous skill tournaments held on every Tuesday, Wednesday and Saturday and Sunday. However, the second day of this previous skill tournament is going to be on Thursday instead of Wednesday. That is because there is an update due tomorrow, and that update will it's going to be there to prevent as a fail-safe measure, I would say, that it won't break something up, and there will be enough time for Wargaming to fix the update shall it occurs. So the first 2, so the Winter Season Championship top 8 will be there from 23rd to the 28th of February. 9th to 16th place the Challengers Tournament, also the same dates. The schedule for you, we'll start off with the round of 16 and then we'll head all over to the finals. And here is a roster for you for Carnage. This is a very different roster from the 2018 Carnage, with the exception of Black Star, which, if I remember correctly, was in that old Carnage team, but I could be wrong. But if you can remember, most of the names here, quite some of them were from Lost Control back in 2020 autumn. For example, Ventium, Ute, and also Gregory. No, I don't think Gregory was there, but also Kami. But then you also have Anya, One Love, Star, that's what she said, the Black Star, Gregory, Addicted, and No Pen, No Life. Every will be streaming Souls tonight, while Footed Splits will be streaming APA, and I'll be following CARNA. So here is my top 8 guesses. Certainly it's going to be Aqua, Serenity, Raid, Endgame, Locust, Souls, Immortals, and Carnage. And this guess will change on Thursday after the game's finished. So you will see a new top 8 at that time. So let's head into the lounge and see the groupings of different groups. We'll start off with Group 1. Group 1, we have the second team of Souls against either Sparta or Pink. And then we have Hidden vs WAP and Joe Voice against Suck. APA against the second team of APA or Idox, while Kraken Esports against Setro and 100 against Row 1. Group 2, we have Endgame versus either PF or Goofs, Raid versus EOD, and DWF versus Celts. HNKL against Vibes, and the winner of this will be facing BPS. SYS against DKP1 and Weird against DK. Group 3. Oh, thank you for the donation, the Blue Star, you're so rich. €1, thank you very much. That's the second pot of gold I got so far. Turks against either ZZTH or Nomad, with ABVE facing XWPX, and if ABV won, they will be facing H1Z1, which is becoming increasingly likely that they are a top 8 contender, and they will be facing Nova. And 1R against 57TH, and they will be the winner of that will face Loka. However, this is going to be very tough for Immortals. Immortals against HPH, and the second team of Immortals under the cloud tag of Imbrek will be facing QAZQ, and they will head out on another, and the loser of that will head out of that tournament. Group 4, we have Souls against either Fuha or HSOP, and that's the first team of Souls, with VNM Venom against UAKR, RNG versus NRJ, SQD1 against VMR0, and CHLD will be facing the win of that fixture, with Rackham against Fin20 and Serenity against DESFR. This is also a mismatch, Rackham and Serenity. Rackham favored by the seeding last time on Saturday and Sunday, and tonight they have a big challenge against Serenity, and the winner of that, if Rackham wins against Serenity, that will further cement the position in the top 8, and if it isn't the case, Serenity can make a big jump to the table, and Rackham would fall down the pecking order after all the matches finished on Thursday. Group 5, we have DORSZ, which is alleged to be a Phantom clan, so we will see if they will play at all. They will face either War 1 or TRTNK. TRA against TGS, with Nice versus Oblivion. This is going to be a big mismatch with HXY against UN. If they win against UN, they will face AQVA, a top 4 contender, which is very sad for HXY as they are chasing for the top 16 spots, and this seeding didn't favor them at all. Veil versus Croats, and Legion X against Hate. And finally, Group 6, we have Shadow against Cross or T1G. And I think Cross, this is a really good moment to advance to the next stage. But Shadow, they really need to make a good impression if they want to cement the position in the top 16. And this doesn't seem to be a good draw for them. TFCZ against PMP, with Retty for this V1K. BHPP against Corpi, and Carnage will be facing the team we are following tonight, the winner of this fixture. Quick against DSPOT, and 03 against Exegi. I'm going to say hello to Kavafos, the Blue Star, and all the Carnage people who join in to do some chatting, particularly Addicted. So I wish your team all the best tonight, and hopefully you can go very far. But with the group you're in, you're unlikely to change in that power rating table. But we will see. Hello, Terrax. Which says he was in my server, but we have a lot of time remaining here. I'm going to actually play some replays before it gets wiped out before tomorrow. So let's actually find some replays for you to show, and if you have replays, I can show you. I basically have a lot of time to show replays tonight, so if you can send all of them tonight under the Magna Replays channel, that would be really good. So, in the min, did I show that tiger? I think so. And I think so. I couldn't recall what replays I haven't shown. I don't think I've I showed that Death Star, so nope. This one from Adamantly. Let's see. Oh, I need to open the game. And there we go. I'm opening my game, which is going to be good. Meanwhile, the table, it's going to look like that on the right, which should be correct, as I'm saying. The top 8 is Endgame Service Local, APA Veil, Rackham, AQVA, and BPS. The CARNA is currently at 11th position, and they could go further up the table if they could. Yeah, you're very rich. If you're extremely rich, donate some more to me. That would be good. You know, I can't earn much from the monetization alone, so hehe. Just give me money, okay? There we go. Have I shown this before? I have a feeling I haven't, so we'll see. I couldn't recall the double T2110E5 gameplay with with drag orbs. I remember with drag orbs, but probably that was Hellas with Death Star. Let's see how it's playing with that T110E5, and we probably will show more Adamantly's replay later on. So he's going down, going to the middle side. And this going to position. This bush is common for spotting, but T110E5 Win have announced their non-participation in this previous skill tournament in this winter season. Winter War, I think similar. If Win cannot conjure up a team? Is that the right word? If they cannot form a team, let's use an easier word rather than a very fancy word. Then Winter War, I think I'm just saying a little bit nonsense here. But basically, Winter War and Win, a lot of players have become inactive, so they cannot really commit to the full season, which is sad to hear. But I'm sure they will be back for the spring season, which I suppose Wargaming is going to increase the prize pool. Adamantly is at the moment a little bit struggling to decide what to do, but he has gotten the Projectile 65, which gives him a kill. And next one he's going for Kranwagen with a good HE shell there, which is absolutely brilliant. That Kranwagen is showing the backside to Adamantly, so he can land another big HE shell, and he does. I don't know if it's actually a splash or if it's actually a penetration. Couldn't really say that. Ooh, that was some risky zooming out, but at least that shot got got into that tank. So will he use a shield, or will he just wait for Dragos? Dragos is moving out, so that's good team play here. I suppose they're communicating through Discord, and he's asking Dragos to move away so he can shoot, which is really good. And it's already 4 versus 4. It's 4 versus 4, but still not over yet. Both Dragos and also Adamantly are relatively healthy, so they can make a lot of impacts as a platoon. So I mean, if you are still very relatively healthy, when the number of tanks have reduced, that you have more influence. Because if you do the maths, if you calculate the percentage then it's like, in this example, 2 over 8 tanks, that's like 20%, that's like 25%. And if you do it like 2 over 14, that's, if I can do the math correctly, that's around 14%. So that percentage is a lot lower. And now Dragops is dead, which is not good at all. Hello, Sebula. How you doing? That was a good cue from Adam, right? So it's 2 versus 2. Gorilla will be very important. He will want to land some shells in. I definitely haven't seen this replay or showed this replay before. I think I can confirm. But I do remember the Gorilla is left alive was one of the replays. Is it this one? I have no idea. But at least it's not this one, because in that game Gorilla actually did some important damage. This Gorilla just died unspotted. No, died without the team spotting the enemy tanks. So now Adamantly's kinda terrified where the enemies are, and I think you can reason this because that T125 doesn't have a lot of view range. So this is going to be difficult. That bad chat is going to go round with that T125, and he has a lot more mobility than T125. But I think Adamantly would want to go for a more rectangular cover, and this I think is rectangular enough so that when bad chat is doing a circle, is trying to circle that Adamantly, the length will be long enough so that the bad chat will be caught by Adamantly quickly enough. But we'll see if it's happening. And it's going to descend into a very nerve-wracking affair, a nail-biting affair. As we can see, oh, this is a very interesting move from Adamantly, pulling out and allowing Batcha to go unspotted. I mean, he knows that he cannot circle that Batcha. He needs to reinvent. He needs to invent a way, and I think that could be a good thing, because now that Batcha would not know where that E5 would be repositioned into will be repositioned. So that adds to an uncertainty that the Batcha will be spotted and be shot at. When it gets spotted. Oh, the Death Star is getting spotted. That's a really lucky spot there. Will he take a shot though? Ooh, that's not going to be the case. Now it's going to be 1-1 for this one. The Death Star. Unfortunate. Oh, the bad chat. Oh, he's going in. But he's taking a fire. The bad chat's taking a fire. And this is what I'm talking about. That if you pull off, that's a really good idea, because that adds to the uncertainty. And the bad chat is trying to run away, but it's not successful in doing so. And that rounds up a really good game from Adamantly. That action of pulling back definitely won the team the game. And he's from Serenity, which is SNTY, the clan tag change. And he got a mastery for that, well-deserved mastery with over 7,000 damage. I mean, his platoon mate didn't do terribly, but I mean, besides Dragops, his teammates really let him down. But it was a good win nonetheless. So let's look at another replay. Oh yes, HSOP team. Oh yeah, I forgot HSOP team. Yeah, thank you for reminding me, Kumi. You're right about that. I saw about the WW, but that was the HSOP team, and I really hope they will go all the way. That the Legion. That's also the second team of. That's also the less serious team. Yeah. I hope Kumi have a good tourney. So let's look at a nice replay by Stinge, if it's still there. There we go. He is playing in the IS-7. So let's see where these teams are going to go. Okay, so Stinch is going to ISM. ISM is actually not a bad tank in random battles, but it can be a really frustrating tank with the gun accuracy, which can be a big letdown at times because it's one of the least accurate heavy tanks in this game, and when it's very quick, then it can get really big, the aiming circle, which can be a huge problem if you are trying to make a shot on the move. If you just stopped for a shot. And it's unlike the E100 where it's low enough so that the aiming circle won't just go poof, like very big, very quickly. But I7, it's very possible. So I really don't, so like the i7 really needs a buff here, and an accuracy buff will actually help a lot. And would potentially put the tank back into the meta, but that was a good shell from a Stinch. But it's a hard one anyway. It could easily have hit the dirt. Hello Takia, how are you doing? That was a good track shot, but will it be useful? The TV and Heavy is not putting his clip there. Is he trying to go for another track shot? That was another good track shot. TV said Heavy needs to finish him off. That he does, which is really good here. Still reloading. Lorenzo saying really, but you got perma-tracked, and I think that was a really bad idea to push, to be honest with you. So I don't think it's a problem of Stinch, more like the problem of that Agaru, to be honest with you. But the team is not really doing a good job at the moment. It's currently 5 versus 5. Well, I mean, okay, no, it's just well, he's just not that kind of salty where you just insult people. It's just yeah, it's just fine. But that was a good kill from Stinch. Oh, that was oh yeah. I think the team is going to be in a big trouble. The Super Conqueror needs to put another shell in. Otherwise, it could be extremely horrible. At least he got motion. Oh, that was a pretty important bounce onto that Super Conqueror. So Super Conqueror can even kill that object to say, oh no, he couldn't. Yeah, I think a good idea to go for that T22. That was a lucky shot there. It kind of I don't know what's the term for it, but it kind of like wandered around, or something like wasn't a really steady shot, as if I can put it in this way. It's not a steady shot at all. It kind of like gets a little bit unstable. It kind of gets unstable, the shell. If you know what I mean by there. But oh, really good bounces from Stinch there. And that was a good kill onto the TV7 Heavy. Just only the Object 268 left, despite an AFK Batchat 35 TAP, and it's from Exegi. I wonder. I mean, this is not tournaments. So why are you not even playing? Oh, it's set to get lower seeding. I don't want to say they are trying to rig the match for lower seeding for Exegi, because it was kind of an it wasn't a based claim. So, but it's really sketchy for what Exegi is trying to do. If I can actually, I did more than 4K. That's really amazing. And I'm still in the Asia server. So apologies. I will log out, and I will go back to the EU server, but it will take some time. I need my resources. So we are back. STB1 has a birthday. So I think we can check out some of the results in the... I think some of the results have come in. So let's start with Group 1. Okay, so Sparks still playing against Peg, but Hidden will be playing against Joe 46. APA second team still playing against Idox, but Cracked Esports will be playing against 100. This is a team we streamed on the first day of the previous Guild tournaments against AQVA. Some impressive stuff there, but have they learned from what I've been telling them, what I've told them to go for? If they have done it, they could potentially pose a challenge to Kraken Esports, so Kraken Esports cannot underestimate 100. EG will be facing Goofs, while Raid will be facing DWF. BPS against E is we are still waiting for HKNKL and Vibes, but SYS will be playing against Weird. The Group 3 we have... Group 3 we have Turks against either CZTH and Nomad, with Above against H1Z1 Loca against M1R, and Immortals will be facing against Imbarak. And So's first team still playing would be Full Heart and HSOP, which Kumi has confirmed is another team of WW potentially. Like, it's the core members are HSOP, so if they've beaten Full Heart, will they make will they follow the legend of WW? If you remember 2020 spring, Raid got beaten by WW, and HSOP can do the same thing to SOS tonight. VNM against RNG, with SQD1 still playing against VMR0. Rackham still waiting for Serenity against the SFR. Apparently Serenity is not sure of qualifying yet, but that could change, with DORSZ facing TRT and K, TRA against Nice, AQVA against HXY, and Veil against XLG and X. And Group 6, we have Shadow still waiting for Cross and T1G. TFCZ against Red T in the Czech Derby. Carnage against... We're still waiting for either BHBP or Core P, but Quick will be facing 03. Our Roof is not here tonight, if you can see. They are not here playing. They're going for season coins, so obviously their main target is to not go for the season coins. So Group 5, HXY against AQVA. We know that. Okay, so Serenity will be facing Rackham. We're still waiting for results of other groups. Alright, so let's watch another replay. Okay, so we have the deal for route in the 252U, so let's watch that. He is in the 252U. So for heavy tanks, it's kind of tricky playing this map. Because super heavies, you can always go to the corner, the northeastern corner, and that is kind of an important position. So whoever, I mean, obviously some members of the team will go to the middle spots, and if their right hand side is not taken care of, they can get shot freely from that side. So I say the right side, the northeastern corner, needs to be defended well, and if not, then the south side, they cannot operate in the middle, and that can be a very terrible thing to have, because the middle side is really good for hold down and very good for spotting as well. So you really want to take over the take control of the middle, and the right side would be something very important to do so. While the north side, is much better, so you probably would not get shot from the right unless the enemies have penetrated deep into the western side, but otherwise you're safe from getting shot from the southwestern corner. So inherently the north side has an advantage over the south side, especially when the south side doesn't defend the northwestern corner, the northeastern corner I mean. So I would say for the north side, you probably want to send tanks to the northwestern corner, and not really the southeastern corner. You don't have a lot of cover to work with there. For the south side, also send some tanks to the northeastern corner. Basically, like the southwestern corner isn't really useful, to be honest with you. But the Team 3 have already progressed through. Now it's going to be 6 versus 4. It's going to be relatively easy and comfortable for the Team 3 by the looks of it. But Progetto is dead. And the enemies are trying to capture the base. And the 301 is killed. Oh dear. The shark is killed as well. That was a good shot into the IS-3. Tiger 1. Actually, the sound of destroying an oil tank is the same as destroying a tank. So sometimes you will be disillusioned by that one of your teammates have died, but in fact it's just destroying that oil tank. So it can scare me off. It sometimes scares me off at time. It sometimes scares me off, but you know, if it doesn't appear to be that someone's killed on the top middle side of the screen, then you know you're fine. Hello, Toonsy. Okay, now ISU was killed. Drake21Q saying you got this. Oh, I would have stayed in the middle to try to get a shot into M1, but equally that's also an okay move. It's not to say that's a bad move to go straight to the M1. But then the Object 252 doesn't have the best mobility, especially when Emil 1 uses that speed boost. It's going to be a little bit hard. Did he pang out? He stopped. Oh dear, don't try to say he's moron here. But I think he has a good point here, because you really don't want to stick together too closely. Because you want to kind of surround the enemy. 2 vs 1. The reason why 2 vs 1 is so much better than, let's say, 4 vs 3 is that one tank cannot deal with 2 tanks simultaneously. You can get shot from the front and from the back, and you have no one to deal with your back. Whereas the 4 vs 3, you have someone to shoot at your to shoot and defend your backside. So this is why 2 vs 1, you probably want to go for a surround strategy, a pincer movement. That's the technical term for that. But that was a good game from the dude for real. 4,000 damage, increased 80 rating points here. So pretty well done here. And we can check all the results of other teams. We have 12 minutes remaining. So let's find out. Let's go with group 1 first. It's going to be Souls versus Sparta, Hidden versus Joe 46, an internal derby of APA, Kraken Esports against 100. Group 2 we have Endgame versus Goose, Raid versus DWF, BPS versus Vibes, and SYS versus Weird. Group 3 we have Turks versus Nomad, About versus H1Z1, Loka versus Mir and an internal Immortals derby. Group 4 we have Souls versus HSOP, so congratulations to them beating Fuha. That was good. I hope you're all well as well. With others and Tunsi, VNM Venom against RNG, with CHRD against VMR0 XQD1. Really ain't cutting the mustard. They are a regular tournament team, but losing to VMR0 is something that I was not expecting from an experienced tournament team like SQD1. But Rackham will be facing Serenity. Group 5 we have DORSZ against TRT and KM. We all know who is going to advance in the next one. TRA against Nice, AQVA against HXY, and Vale against X Legion X. Group 6 we have Shadow against Cross, TFCZ against Reti, Carnage versus BHPP, and Quick against 03. So we're going to be battling against BHPP, and this is their lineup with Yakovlev, Buta, or Butane, I don't know because it does sound like Butane, Levix, Directy, Bartha Papa, Dorka, Wolfblood, Botsa Papa, Blues, and Eclipse. And there is a notable exception of Ahoidu, which is not in this team. But Yakovlev is a really experienced player. He was in RTK before, so he must have a lot of experience. This is not going to be an easy one for Carnage, but on paper, Carnage should be able to go through to the semi-finals. So let me just change the setup for the screen. Right, so we are back. We are still waiting for the room. 8 more minutes remaining. So once again, let's brief what we're going to be seeing tonight. It's going to be Carnage first day. Arguably they have an East group, so the format is as follows. All games are played in the best of 3 series. That is, the team that wins the first 2 matches will win the fixture. The tournament is run in groups of single elimination knockout stage with a 3rd place match per group. The group is the tournament seeded via average win rate of members of the team. At the end of the tournament, a certain number of cups are given to the clan that the team is registered for. The number of cups will determine the leaderboard position, with the top 8 of the leaderboard advancing to the next stage, which is the Winter Season Championship, not the Blitz Cup preliminaries, and the 9th to the 16th will progress through to the Challengers tournament. So one pre-skill tournament is spread across 2 consecutive days. The first day, at most 16 teams in one group, and top 4 of each will advance to the games held on the second day. 32 teams in one group. And we only have one group tomorrow, and we only have 24 teams there. And all games are played in Supremacy Mode. I will generate the bracket once all games are finished, so we know who is going to play which in the on the next day. Cups. Not keys. So Carnage will earn at most 197 cups, not keys, in the group stage. And tomorrow and on Thursday they can earn as much as 2011 keys, not cups. No, cups, not keys. So dude. Yeah, I can feel that the online stuff isn't really nice indeed. Once again, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, Sunday. But tomorrow there will be no streams because the second day games are on Thursday. Schedule for you: we'll start off with the round of we are now in quarterfinals, so we'll see very soon. 5-minute delay is imposed on the stream. That is to prevent teams from stream sniping. So the team would not know where the enemy positions are on the stream. Roster for you: Ventium, Anya, and One Love Star. That's what she said. The Black Star, you tear, Gregory, Kami, Addicted, and No Pen, No Life. Hello, Emir Honor. Every will be streaming Souls. Footage Blitz will be streaming APA. I'll be streaming CARNA. And here is my top 8 guests once again: Aqua, Serenity, Raid, Endgame, Loka, Souls, Immortals, and Carnage. So I think the room should be up at any moment. So the update 7.6, are we going to see a new tank? The TVP isn't going to be released, if I am right there. Yep. No big changes. No new tanks there. Yeah, now the room is up. So the people have come in, and now it's going to be Port Bay. We're going to brief Port Bay. So this is Port Bay for you here. So, will we see a boost strategy here? We'll see. But, as I said it before, last year, Twisted Cup, I mean, maybe the preliminaries, ARWV class did E50M E5 boost, using E50M to boost that E5 up, and could get some really good hold down position in on this plateau. We've also seen triple E5 boost onto this plateau here to get some spots over this area. Fujit is streaming APA. I think I have said that some time ago, so you should know what's going on. Southside is... I would say like AB would not be a bad choice, but I would prefer C just because you also have a good overview of the map. You have some high grounds there to get some really good spots, so that would be a really good position for Vickers like to get some information in. Whereas the AB, if you want to develop a cap lead on AB, that could be difficult, owing to the fact that the buildings are not closely packed. They have some gaps in between, and you can have multiple corridors to work with. You have to defend multiple corridors, which can be a problem given there are only 7 tanks at most. So what would the enemies do? from this side, we just need a good solid push on one side. That could be it. And the terrain and the houses can be a problem as well. That could block some views, block some spots and view range. I don't know what to say. From the AB side. Do notice if anyone is taking a tank to this position near the coast stacks. Very good tank for hold down because you have the coast stacks naturally acting as a barrier that will only show your turret instead of your hull armor. But the way to do a counter is just go rush directly. And if there are no tanks supporting this tank near the coast stacks, then this tank would be sacrificed for literally nothing. But this tank is merely for there to hold and buy time. But if that happens, the team needs to react immediately. Almost, well, definitely immediately. So let's remove the map and let's see the lineups for both teams. CARNA is going for triple crown bargains by Ventium or Anya and Kami. Is it Anya or Anya One Love? That's what she said in the T110 E5 alongside the Black Star, with no pain no life in the double Vickers Light alongside Addicted. Gregory and Star on the subs bench. BHBP. No Ute. Where is Ute in the Vickers Light? I miss the Ute in the Vickers Light. He's one heck of a light tank player there. Just shout out to him. I mean, he's one of the most important players in the Lost Control team, and he is responsible for some really good control by himself. But he's not here today, so sad. BHBP are going with Yakov left, and the Grilla 15 reminds you of the old strategy. The Grilla 15 can be boosted onto that hill, but I think it's now patched, so you can't do that. So I wonder what they're going to do with a Grilla 15, or whether they have done this, tried this out, whether it's still working with the boost onto the hill, or whether they're going to take a completely different position. We will know very soon. But it's going to be used at a very far behind position near the spawn, but it has really good DPM, so CARNA needs to be really careful about that sniper there. Blue S is in the STB1, Borta Papa in the Krabwagen, Buta in the IS4, Eclipse, Wolfblood in the E5, and Doc in the IS4 as well. Okay, I'm playing on Niji server. Right, I got the right location and right order. So let's head up high, shall we? CARNA on the north side, dropping the speed boost already. They're going in the general direction of C. While BHBP with that Grilla, is he going for a boost up? No, he's not. He is going to a very interesting position. If you can see from this his perspective, the Yakov left is... That's just really interesting. I have no idea what he's trying to do with that Grilla, because he's not going for high ground, so you will not have a lot of a lot of angles to work with. But Wolfblood spotted and getting shot at by the Vickers Light here. Really good position. Random battles. You all love to take the corner, because that means these these positions where the corner tanks are positioned will be out in the open a bit. So that's why a lot of people in randoms love to take that corner, and me especially. If no one's there, then the team is in deep trouble. But we are talking about tournaments, so everything is different here. I mean, this doesn't resemble a random battle positioning, right? Doesn't resemble random battle positioning, right? So it's a completely different story. But BHBP potentially can get both A and Bs without any trouble. But that could also mean CARNA, would they use this information to make a push? Because BHBP are spread out, Eclipse. If the crowd bargains know what to do, I mean, if CARNA knows where BHBP tanks are, they could go for a straight push. And are they doing that right now? They are doing that right now. I think that would be a good move, but they cannot hesitate. They need to kill off Eclipse because BHVP very, very spread out, and Eclipse is isolated. But I think CARNA is hesitating. They don't know where that Gorilla 15 is, but now they've sensed that it's fine to rush Eclipse, and they are going for that. Good reading from CARNA there. As soon as I know they're going to get A and B, I think this is the Pandora's box that BHVP are opening. And really good job by CARNA. Just rushed in. Good timing there. With Wolfblood dead, Buta would be the next tank down. Oh. BHVP. Neck and neck though. Still not over yet though. Hip was neck and neck. Cap was also neck and neck. We need a focus fire from CARNA. They cannot throw this game away. That's what she says. Now Buta is also dead. A little bit of a shaky performance in the rush here. Good idea, but not good enough to kill the tanks quickly enough. And that could be a problem, but it won't be a problem now because now it's going to be 5 versus 3, and BHVP will be losing the first game. Good kill onto Bota Papa, and it's going to be Docker and Blues left alive. Although no Penalov is killed, but it's obvious who's going to win this one. Good idea to push, but almost backfired when their focus fire is a little bit, tiny bit off, but it's still fine. The problem with BHVP getting too spread out is a much bigger problem than CARNA. The slight lack of focus fire here. So, as you can see in this match, you don't sometimes. Yeah, getting caps is good, but sometimes it could also be a detrimental move to do, because that would telegraph where your tanks are positioned. And especially when BHVP, they have tanks near C as well. That would suggest that their lineup is spread out, and that would force CARNA to make a push on them. And that is what CARNA thought. Make a push, because they're spread out. They are isolated tanks. So if that STV1 didn't capture A, I think CARNA might not have pushed. And that could be BHVP could just regroup, and CARNA might have a lot harder time to deal with. And so sometimes I just completely ignore that cap entirely, just to not telegraph any important information for to the enemy team. And you can see the damage here: 5 tanks doing more than 2k, with BHVP, Blues, and Docker the only 2 tanks doing more than 2k. Well done to CARNA at the start. A little bit shaky, but it's enough to win them the first game. Hello, Arian. Yeah, from BHVP. Good luck to your team as well, but it will be hard to beat Carnage. But I hope you can pull off some amazing battles. So the 7.6 has just been announced. Going to react to some of your stuff there in the chat. Object 3 is doing each. I think Whoopsie is also streaming as well, if I am correct. Yeah. Come on, Karma. Oh my god. Carnage this time on the south side, going with the same lineup with BHVP now just changing a bit. With the Rexy in the Ice Fall alongside Baffa Papa, Botta and the Mouse, Jackal left in the Tuesday. This time instead of the Gorilla, double E5 Buta and Docker, Blues and Vickers Light. Once again, the double Vicus Light are going to the corner. Double Vicus Light can be a difficult combination to go with because it doesn't have a lot of hit points, as you can see, 1.8k of HP. It doesn't have a lot of DPM as well. It's the same as STB1 if I remember correctly, and that could be a problem. If you're not careful enough, you can lose a lot of HP and not do a lot in the battle. But the good thing about the Vicus Light is has a lot of V range and a lot of mobility. So the Vicus Light is usually used as a spotter and also providing information. Some sneaky flanking movement with Anya. Putting some shot. Oh, that was a miss onto Buta. So far, BHBP has done better than trading. That was a good shot into Buta. Buta is taking some hits in the position that he should be getting some bounces. Oh, Ventium getting shot at by Yakovlev. That reminds me of Alec Luxnovum trying to stop anyone from getting C, but Yakovlev apparently failed. Oh, but Anya, oh dear, taking a lot of damage by that 268 once again. Oh, BHBP are doing a brilliant job so far. Carnage being careless twice, 2 players differently. Oh, they got Carnage. They really need to find a way to break this down. BHBP can just sit back, defend, play like Luxnovum, and they will win this one. It will require Carnage to work out where BHBP's forces are going to be. Absolutely, they don't need to make a move. They have to, they have to make a move though. They don't have the caps. They need to find where the Carnage forces are and make a good push. And I think a good push for BHBP will be sufficient. Carnage, on the other hand, are also spread out. It's the same problem as BHBP last game. No panel life getting spotted with Blue S, also getting spotted. BHBP. Is it enough? The information from Blue S, is it enough for them to make a move? Buta is spotted, but they cannot hesitate. They really will need to work out a way to find a good rotation, but they need to stay patient and group first, and then they will find a good way. So far, it's going to be Blues, Direct T. They're kind of hesitating still. I don't think going for B is a good idea. You have the triple Crown Vagans potentially looking to reset B. The same problem as King. If you go for B, is that the enemies are just totally prepared to shut you down for capturing. But if BHBP very well know that going for B would be a losing move. So, but they haven't figured out where to push yet. The Vicus Light, although providing some crucial information, BHBP just can't decide really. That could be a problem. We are now down to 3 minutes remaining, potentially. We are almost 700 points. BHBP, sooner or later, they need to make a move. They cannot hesitate for way too long. And now they're going for B, and I think that could be a big problem here. And I sense something could go really, really wrong for BHBP. Carnage, however, doing nothing to reset B. Now BHBP got B easily, and suddenly BHBP has all the advantage. They have the hit point pooling, but not really now. They have lost quite some hit points with the Crown Vagans looking to punish Doka. It's out in the open, in the middle. Borta also in the middle. It's down. Black Star is also down. CARNA needs to make a move. They need to kill off Borta Papa, and they need to start killing off tanks here. But they don't have the hit point and full advantage. Oh, that's what she said. Took a big hit there. Oh, big 80 shots. Oh, this is so close to call. I really don't know which one would win. The double Vicus Light are going to capture it. That is important. The caps are taking in favor, but not the hit points. The hit points, they're down by more than 2k. That could be really, really bad for them. But now that's what she said is now down. B's now getting captured, and Carnage, they have all the caps now except B. B's now getting a cap stop, and they are only 10 cap points away, and they win this one by the skin of his teeth. Wow, what a game, what a tight game from both teams. BHBP, what cost them the game really is the hesitation. They couldn't decide where to go for a cap or go for a push. if I were them, I would go for a push after they have really punished Carnage dearly for their mistakes. And I mean, trying to going for a cap, I think that move could work, but it comes with a lot of support, and I would have gone for kills because that supposedly is easier, and Carnage, their lineup is somewhat spread out as well, but Carnage squeezing in that win at the last moment, and the winning move comes from capturing B and C as A and B simultaneously, and I think that was a really clever play there. It's just that Carnage has left it really hard for them, but that's a good response. If you don't have a hit point pool lead, they've responded to that disadvantage really well. So kudos to them, really. I could sense the nerves from Carnage, but hopefully they can take a deep breath after winning BHPP 2-0. But by no means BHPP was beaten by a big margin. They made it close, especially that last game. If it were them going for a more aggressive play to kill off the tanks, just like what Carnage did in the first game, BHPP could have taken that away. But Carnage, once again, congratulations. That cap play on both A and B really won them the game on cap points. And even though they didn't really defend B, they actually had an idea for that. That, I think it's a trap play for them, so... Oof. So, wow. Oh, I'm just amazed, really. So we have, we don't have a lot of time left, so... Let's actually go through the teams. We have 26 views, so that's really good. So, So still playing against Barter, the second team with Souls, that is. Hidden still playing against Joe 46, but APA are through to the next round. They'll be playing against Cracker Esports. Group 2, we have Endgame versus Raid in a mismatch. I mean, comparing to BPS and SYS, that's an apparent mismatch there. Group 3, we have Turks. We're waiting for Above and H1Z1. But H1Z1, if they want to keep their hopes in top 8 alive, they must absolutely beat Above. Local against Immortals, and that is. Group 4, we have HSOP. Oh, HSOP has done the unthinkable. They have beaten the first team of Souls in a big upset. VNM won against RNG, and they will be facing HSOP with Serenity beating Rackham. They will be facing CHRD. That's fake news, obviously, Iron. Group 5. Oh my god. So the group 5, we have Nice versus TRTNK. So congratulations to Nice. AQVA have beaten HXY. So sorry for HXY here. The win-mate seeding isn't really really doing a favor for them tonight. But they will be facing against Vale. Group 6, we have Reti against either Cross or Shadow. CARNA against 03. Oh, HXY lost 1-2 against AQVA. That is really unfortunate. That Ruse disappeared for 1 second and now he's back. So that's good. So let's see. Group 1 once again. Joe 46 have beaten Hidden and they'll be playing against Sparta. Sparta has beaten the second team of Souls. Come on, Souls are out of the first 8 games. Souls are officially out. Oh my goodness me, that's the biggest news tonight. Biggest upset. Souls, goodbye. Oh gosh, what the heck is happening tonight? Oh my god. Oh my goodness, I feel so sorry for them. After Souls' first team did really well on the first day to won their group, only to get knocked out by HSOP tonight. What has gone wrong for them? Wow, I'm literally astonished by that performance. By that result, really. Oh gosh. This is literally insane. This is insane. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. That really backfired for them. Hopefully. Oh dear. Yakovlev went crazy with his HE shares lol. Oh my god. Oh god. But HSOP. What the heck is going on tonight? What happened there? They lost to HSOP 2-1. Wow. Hello, Phoenix. Hello, Ventium. Well, let's see. Let's hope that Carnage is going to perform better than the BHPP games. By no means they are dominant. Especially the second game where I think it was really on the ropes. So Turk's still playing against. They're still waiting for ARWV and H1Z1 Group 4. VNM beats RNG. Well, not an upset actually. I think I think we have said it already. So anyway, Group 5 we've known. Group 6 we've known. Red T will be playing against Cross, which Shadow, even if they have like 100% win rate accounts, let's look at that. Yes. It still doesn't help them. It still doesn't help them. So even if you rig the win rate seeding, if you cannot win, then you're out. So Shadow, I really thought you guys could have done better. I mean, not in terms of your performance, but in terms of your ethics, really. I thought you guys were the next WW, but you really disappointed me with 3 100% win rate accounts. Goes on to show like you're so insecure about your team. Your team's chances, which I am very, 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 very upset about. Even, I mean, that really kind of destroy your reputation of training every day, and kind of shows that you didn't really improve from those trainings. So sorry, I'm really sorry. ARWV beats H1Z1 and H1Z1. Unfortunately, I must say, H1Z1, their top 8 hopes are really on the line here. ARWV being a progressively better team. H1Z1 unable to beat ABVE. I think that has a huge repercussion. The Turks, if they could beat ABVE, that will put them back on the radar for trying to go for the top 8. What this? Hello Russian guy. I don't know. Sorry. This is previous YouTube tournaments. We are following Carnage. They are now in the semi-finals, so hopefully you will enjoy it. I'm just going to change stuff up, and I will show you the bracket. Unfortunately, his stream has to end because Souls got knocked out. Wow. Wow. I'm really feel sorry for every tonight. Finish. I mean, that's a really big fall from grace from Souls. Wow. So let's see. We know the group 1 will be. I don't speak Russian, so I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. That's not me being racist, but I genuinely don't know what you're talking about. So I'm sorry if I don't cannot react with that to that. Kafafo saying "oof wow." So 84 teams are registered tonight. Let's see the XBHVP Endgame Souls FBI only for this winter season. So Bartha is talking about his BHPP team, and also some players from Zvak as well. If you remember them from the Senate League first season, then you might have an idea of what they who they are. They also beat APA before in the winter season in an upset 2-1, if I remember correctly. So they BHPP is not something that you want to underestimate. However, the 4 top seeded teams are out of tomorrow. Wow. So that was a really big thing. The 4 top seeded teams, Souls, the 2 Souls teams, Shadow and also DORSZ, they are the top 4 seeded teams in the win rate seeding. They are not through to tomorrow's game, so that's a really big disappointment there. Right, so I think the room should be up at any moment. So it's going to be Carnage versus 03. So it's going to be Turk's Endgame APA Loca. Loca and then CHRD Aqua. CARNA BPS. CARNA BPS. Rackham is out. Quake is out. SYS through. Veil. Through. Kraken Esports. Immortals. Yeah, let me get into the room now. VNM raid. VM raid. ABV, nice. Red Sea, Joe 46. Zero 03 SNTY Sparta, Corpse, Cross, and HSOP. So the bracket should look like as follows. Do I have time? I will show you the bracket after these games, so bear with me. Let's go for Dynasty's Pearl, which is a map that it's a very heavy map, city map, so you'll be expecting a lot of mouses, very narrow corridors, so very hard for the enemies to shoot you from different angles. I'm gonna shoot Dynasty's Pearl. Usually teams go either A and C or C. It's either one of them, and both sides have different strategies that you can take. They can work in different ways. No particular side I think is in an advantage. All eyes will be on B though, so if you don't have cap lead on C, the thing to do is to capture B forcefully. It's possible. You can send a lot of mouses, get one tank to capture behind that mouses in cover. That could give you that B cap and then try to defend. It's somewhat easy. It's not difficult to defend the part. You have the terrain to work with. You can kind of rotate relatively easily. It's a good side to defend. Unfortunately, the buildings. I mean, you have these bushes as well to give you some information of where the enemies are coming from. On the other side, though, if you don't have the cap lead, it's also possible to go for a rush. We've seen a lot of clans doing that, and it could work. You just need to coordinate with different sides and just need to get the rotation working. B would be hard. It's harder to get than on the other side, just because you're facing an open area rather than an enclosed area. If you're facing from C side over to the A side, you have those in the middle. For example, this platform here will get you a lot of shielding. But if you capture B from A side, looking at C side, just basically a lot of angles that you could get shot from. So I would say if you don't have cap lead on the A side, really go for rotation. I would say I forgot to show you the map. I am sorry, but I will show you once again the map. If you capturing B, if you want to capture B, it's easy to capture from the C side than on the A side. Basically, you have that platform in the middle that you can get shield from, but from the A side, if you want to get B, you can get shot out in the open. It's like out in the open here. So don't have cap lead on C side, go for a cap on B. Don't have cap lead on A side, go for rotation. That's, I think, would be a common thing to do. So, CARNA is going with, let me double check, I'm just very worried I got it wrong. Here we go. CARNA is going with Triple Mouse by Gregory, Kami and the Black Star. Addicted in the T175 with That's What She Said in the VK 90.01p, Double 113s by Ventium and No Panel Life. 03 we have Black Wolf in the IS4, Kranwagen by Apicore, Wehrmacht in the Mouse, Imperial Guard in the T125 alongside Old Lord, Ahura and Vicus Light that came with in the WZ13. Very quick cap on the Ahura. Addicted spotted that Ahura up, which gives the information for CARNA to go for A, but they won't have cap lead on A, so really it's all down to the rotation from CARNA to win this one. 0-3. They have the cap lead. They can sit back and defend and figure out where enemies are going to push from. They do not want to spread don't want to spread up too much to isolate themselves. Those kind of small hills there could become a little bit difficult if you get isolated. So, Imperial Guard spoiling up. That's what he said. Gregory and the double 1-1-3s and very crucial information from 0-3 here. They need a response from this. I could say they can attempt to go for mouse, but that's a really aggressive move, which is something that you don't really need to do. But CARNA has reacted quickly to go for a push to C, and I think that's a really good push from Carnage. But 0-3 absolutely needs to make a move on the other side, and Carnage would want 0-3's attention on the mouses. They want them to focus the mouse by time and get the push onto Imperial Guard and so on. 0-3 are spraying out, and that could be a big problem for them. And Carnage, they really need to make use of the mouse, the focus on the mouse, and kill off the tanks as quickly as possible. They have killed off Imperial Guard. That's really important. Kane Wolf would not be long. Overlord is coming in to distract the attention of Carnage, but Carnage aren't phased about that. They're going straight for Kane Wolf with 3 tanks, and the 2 others, 1-3 is going for Overlord. This game will surely go for 0-3, absolutely 100%. I can't jinx this, I think. And Kane Wolf is now down to a 1-shot, and that's what she said. We'll be looking for Kane Wolf. And look at how long 0-3 is taking to kill off the 2 mouses here. Kane Wolf is now dead with the Old Lord now a 1-shot. Oh, Ventium, that was a terrible bounce, but that will matter anyway. Look at Kami still alive there, receiving a bounce from Wehrmacht. Ventium still brawling against Old Lord, and finally he kills him off. Apico is also dead. It's going to be 5-2. Vickers like Ahura needs to be taken out quickly. What a good strategy from Carnage here. I was very concerned where 0-3 outsported the entire Carnage rotation. But 0-3 didn't make a response for that. They really didn't consolidate their forces, and they were made to pay for rushing those mouses, and that's exactly what Carnage wants them to do, focus the mouse, because the mouse of capturing B, it's like something that 0-3 needs to address. It's an elephant in the room, but Carnage played this one really well. Look at the damage here, 4 tanks doing more than 2k, well timed, well, might not be the well timed push, but absolutely brilliant idea from Carnage. Really good strategy there in the later stages. So if you notice, Carnage is really their later stages where they actually show their dominance in the games, not their initial strats, in my opinion. It's really down to their late game phases where they have done brilliant. So far, they haven't set a foot wrong in that department. Their late game phases are absolutely a joy to watch. But 0-3, 3 tanks only doing more than 2k, not the best here. So well done. Well done to Carnage here. So we have Ventium, Innercart, Kramwagen, Gregory, STB1, Kami, IS4. That's what she said in T125. Blue Star and the mouse, Black Star, sorry, in the mouse, no panel life in the 1-3 addicted in the T125 0-3, T125 King Wolf, Ahura T22 Wolves, T125 Apicore, Kramwagen, Black Wolf in the T125 alongside Old Lord and Wehrmacht in that mouse. Carnage, we really want to see those late game dominance once again. But I mean, for tomorrow, the thing you might want to work on is to not lose too many hit points at the start potentially. That's kind of my only criticism. But they are so far decisive and ruthless, and that's something that's really good about them, in my opinion. But we'll see about this game as well. Let's head up high, shall we? Okay, Carnage on the north side, they're going to be facing 0-3. On the south side, Carnage is with Gregory in the SCV1. Let's see what they're going to do with that. On paper, I don't think they will have ruffle ROFL Stomp. BHVP aren't a bad clan. They have Yakov left, which is a really experienced player in tournaments. He was in RTK before, back in the days of Assert, very long time ago. And they have Swag, which actually beats APA and were okay in Zenith League, so they aren't a bad team at all. I mean, if they actually stormed them really hard, then Carnage really looked like a strong top 8 team, in my opinion. But it wasn't really dominant from them. But they are good. They are good in those games. Carnage trying to shoot some tanks that didn't ship away too many hit points. Once again, they don't have a cap lead, but they only have one mouse, so capturing B would be a little bit hard. Unless they have a very small tank that they could get shield from. Oh, 0-3. Are they doing the same thing as Carnage? Last game. That would be interesting though. And this time Carnage will they have a better response to a potential push there. Okay, this is very similar. But this is to the other team doing that. 0-3 are hesitating, I don't know why. I mean, they know that they couldn't really push that side. It's going to be heavily fortified. 0-3. If they keep on hesitating, they will be in big trouble. And now Old Lord is getting punished a bit. They need to make a move sooner or later. Wehrmacht also taking some hits. That's what she said. Also taking some hits though. Carnage are punishing 0-3 for being hesitant. 0-3. If they don't start to make a move there, they are in trouble. And Carnage have already made a move more quickly than 0-3. Black Wolf is running away. And he's dropping the reactive armor. Good track shot into Black Wolf. Black Wolf showing the backside. No pain, no life can put a really big HE shell. 599. The second shell in. And 504. Wow, that was really quick. I mean, a lot of damage in succession taken away. 0-3 have now rushed onto That's What She Said. But That's What She Said only just taken a lot of hit just then. Already, Carnage have taken out Black Wolf, and Carnage are focusing the mouse. That's the only time that's out in the in front of them. Wehrmacht are now down to one shot, killed by the Black Star, leaving 4 tanks from 0-3 alive. And this game will go to Carnage. Brilliantly played. Controlled the tempo really well, controlled the mentality of 0-3 really well. Capital, oh, there's an ammo rack! Onto a hurrah from a T-1000 from Addicted, I think. Oh my goodness me, but that won't make any big difference though, because it's already a Carnage win surely. But what's a ruthless display there. The Carnage so strong in this match. Just a little bit baffled, but this is just massacre from Carnage. Oh my god. Anya one love is dead. But I'm pleasantly surprised of what Carnage was doing. They were trying to achieve that was some really good mind games done. That 0-3, the hesitation really brought them to the grave. And what a commanding performance there. I am absolutely gobsmacked. This is just brilliant display there. Yeah, 5 tags 3 more in 2k, only one enough, just short of 2k. That's what she said, unfortunately being the focus from 0-3. By no means he's a bad player, but that's the focus from 0-3. But that's the only focus for 0-3, however. With them losing the Black Wolf even more quickly than that's what she said, and King Wolf doing more than 2k. Just wow. That's truly amazing. Well done. I'm lost for words. Really, brilliant. So let's look at the other groups. I think that's a lot more dominant performance than against BHPP. Could be 0-3 is not as good, but but I think they play much better. Okay, nice. Have beaten TRTNK, and they're going to be facing AQVA. Vale are going to be facing TRTNK next. Group 4, HSOP has beaten V&M. They will be facing either CHRD. Tri-Radius or Serenity. Group 3, Turks have beaten above. And this win would put them closer to top 8. I think we can all safely say that Turks are in contention of a top 8 spot. We will see about their performance against either local Immortals, but I think they are going to be there very quickly. They are almost there. Endgame still playing against Raid. BPS still playing against SYS. Group 1 we have APA through to the finals. They will be facing either Sparta or Joe 46. Let's see about the draw for tomorrow. So just wait for me while I generate the bracket for Thursday.
Change the future, you know. That's what you remind me. I'm here where endless meets the end. Do you see me? I'm hidden here again. Your whispers found its way, calling me to stay. I'm standing at the edge, but something always brings me back. All the voices in my head.
Yeah, I agree with Matthew. The second battle was really close, much closer to what I was expecting as well. But Carnage have come back really well, so I think that's more important. The first match actually, I would say it's quite dominant from Carnage. Good idea, but it could have been way more comfortable. Just there was one point where hit points are neck and neck, which shouldn't have happened in the first place when BHB was so spread out. But that's in the past. We're not going to talk about that again. God, so many. so many. Yeah, good one from Rantium. HPP played good, stronger than I expected as well. I agree with Recti here. So many to good. That should work. Hopefully. Oh. What the heck have I done? Yeah, just don't argue. Just chill. HPP done well, but Carnage also did well. So just chill, both of you guys. We don't want to draw. We don't want big fist fighting happening over my stream. So this is going to be the draw for tomorrow, as I'm going to show you right now. Oh, come on, guys! Just be gentlemen. Gosh, just cut up the fist fighting. Really, that's not really. That doesn't give you a nice image. So. 24 teams. So this is the bracket for tomorrow. If I didn't get the teams wrong, Joe 46 is there, Sparta, APA, Kraken Esports. Endgame Raid, BPS as well as. And then we have Group 3 as Turks above Loka in more. And Group 4 will be HSO, PSNTY, and also CHRD and also VNM. But I think I have two. Well, that's not good. Why do I have two Veil here? That's wrong. Oh, got this wrong, so apologies, let me just fix it. Just a CHRD here there. Serenity. TRTNK. Okay, I have not included TRTNK in this. Apologies. TRTNK is here. There we go. Right, so this is a bracket for tomorrow. The bracket for tomorrow. Turks will be facing either Nice or Red T. BPS against SYS or HSOP. Loka versus either VNM or Serenity. Oh, Serenity is in a bad draw. Tri Raiders against either Immortals or SPRTA. Endgame against Above or Joe 46. Carnage against either Veil or Cross, with APA against either Raid or 03 and ARWV. Kraken or TRTNK. So I think Turks might be getting the top 8 on Thursday. They have a good run. They could have a really good run and strong run. BPS on the other hand could also do a good run as well. It all depends on Serenity where they can beat Loka. If they do, they will have a good run into the finals. They must absolutely beat Loka. Whether they could do that, it really depends on whether Serenity can perform on the day. But they lost against SOS before, so anything could happen. Endgame against either Above or Joe 46. So Carnage has a tough run. But I mean, they will be facing Endgame in the quarterfinals. This is a game that they want to win. They really want to win. Obviously, with SOS getting knocked out, that actually screwed them up in the seeding a little bit. But it's yeah, that will screw them up in the seeding a little bit. Actually, otherwise it could have been. Otherwise, it could have been. They could have taken the BPS position instead, and Endgame would take the APA position instead. But Raid are spared for drawing against one another. I think the room should be up. Not yet. And AQVA will be playing against either Kraken Esports or TRTNK. But I think we can safely say that Carnage, they need to perform absolutely brilliantly tomorrow. So getting knocked out, not something that I was expecting. Not anyone was expecting that if his souls are in, then Carnage would be in a much easier bracket actually. So I feel sorry for them. My stream could probably would end prematurely for Thursday, but I mean, let's not underestimate Carnage here. They could absolutely make an upset here. The performances against 0-3 could be what they need to win against Endgame. What do I say? The solution to the seeding should be gradually phasing out the win rate seeding and including a performance-based seeding. Obviously, you need to improve the win rate seeding with several different methods, like discounting players with very little battles. I mean, objectively, they are playing in a different matchmaking, so their stats are not representative. Moreover, they need to moreover they need to take into account the battle count for the win rate calculation as well. Hello Ren, how are you doing? The room should be up now. Here is the line for you with red tea. Let's get a map here. Reddy is leading Red Sea at the moment. Finals, we are on Mine Ruins. Another heavy map, I must say. Also good for mouses, and especially Clippers. We see a lot of Clippers in Mine Ruins. I don't know what the reason is that, but it's quite a popular one. To be fair, but before I continue, I need to change stuff up. So just bear with me for a moment. So it's group 6, isn't it? Yeah. So
I try to get by something that I'm not into. My mind is paralyzed. Don't care, I just might pack my bags and take off tonight. Don't need the pressure from you. No need to put that on me. Just need some fresh air to breathe.
Feels like a movie, everybody's watching, all eyes on me. Easy to see if I'm winning or losing when all eyes on me.
So, looking at the line, well, let's just read the map. We have some time left. Bretzy is a map. My Ruins, basically, C is a cap that you should want to go for. It's kind of a map that a lot of clans have overlooked. Because if you could get C, you could get some good cap pressure. It's much easier to get than A, because A, you either need to face the incoming fire from the corridor here or here, depending on where you spawn. B is one of the most watched map here. A lot of clans have different ideas on B, whether to go for a cap there or to counter anyone going for a cap there. If you remember Void against Rain, how Rain just lost their 2 ice balls with a big push down to the middle. The reason why people go for B is to get some cap lead, but then the main problem is potentially it's well, potentially you have one tank down there. So I usually don't advise going for B at the start. Just you have more tanks to work with through the rotation, and as you see what happened to Void against Rain. So that is why you only go for B when you know that the enemies are not looking to reset you there, and you have good support there. So if you look at the lineup here, we have Double Crown Vagon by Pretty and Diadi, Talk Spanny in Team 125 alongside Rouse, Roustrion, Aki in the IS4, Tomko, the Vicus Light, and Small Life in the Vicus Light. Hi, Ukrainiac. Hello, how you doing? CARNA, Tomko, the Vicus Light, that Small Life is in the VK9.01p. Going back to Carnage, Gregory, I think the first time we're seeing him playing. In the Corey, Ventium, the Crown Vagon, alongside Kami, Anya One Love in the T22, Addicted in the T125, Double E100 will be played by Blackstar and No Pen No Life, switching, that's what she said, out of the rotation. Tomka, as what I said in the briefing, going for C directly without any contest at all. And I don't know if Carnage will be made to pay for that, but it's so early to call that this map, a good rotation would be sufficient, would suffice. Kami's brought up Small Life, couldn't put a shell there, but it's fine. It didn't take a shell, so it's not the end of the world yet. Oh, that was a good shot into Small Life. Spentium not taking a hit, which is really good. Training so far for Carnage. Ventium holding on, the turret armor is really working in favor. But CARNA with Anya One Love looking for this corridor. He's hesitating whether to go for A or not. That is why I think capturing C is much easier than capturing A. Just for that reason why Anya is just really scared of going for A. And Retty Silva has the cap with a cap lead, but not Carnage. I think Preddy is leading that team, so Preddy would be very, very satisfied with what what the team has achieved so far. So hello to Synoxis. Carnage. It's all about the late game phases. Blackstar taking a big hit. Oh, that's not good. But Updated, knowing that Retty doesn't have cover over B, are going for B, and now Carnage going for A at the same time. Will Retty have enough forces to decap B? I think that is a good idea from Carnage here. We are waiting for that late mid-game response from Carnage, and I think that's a good chess move there with Retty. Unable to do anything to reset B and A, obviously. Addicted could potentially be a tank down there. He's stuck pretty much there with Double Crown Vagons holding on. The lead that Carnage has, I think, is a bit fragile, especially when Retty has a hit point pool lead as well. But Hori, the Gregory, is really important in defending that corridor here, but he has taken 2 hits. Retty is training well in the hit points. All they need to do, a good push, and that will be fine. Addicted looks really isolated. Retty sooner or later needs to make a move, and it's really that. I think it's possible. I think Carnage, there is some weaknesses to their lineup. The Crown Vagons are really receiving the heat there, and they are bleeding more and more hit points. Really, Retty, they need to start making a move. Is that even the right grammar here? They need to make a move. They need to start pushing. They need to start flanking. Retty, they are hesitating. Once again, the problem with teams against Carnage is that they hesitate so much that that originally they have the advantage, and now they are throwing away the advantage they used to have goal. But we are already seeing a good push from Retty, looking for Kami. Kami is now a one-shot. Kami is not going to be long for this one. Good kill by Iki onto Kami here. Ventium, unfortunately, very, very isolated, but we're seeing Tomka also taking a lot of hit somewhere else. Ventium is now down 7 versus 5. Anya, One Love, and Gregory still defending this group. Retty have now made that move. Kills off Gregory, but Small Life and Addy also both killed. Carnage are losing the first one by the looks of it, and it's really down to Carnage. Their positioning It's really fragile. I can really sense it there. Just not the best terrain to hold, and they kill off on your one love. There's where shall they go to Retty for the first game. Addicted puts a good shell into Pretty. No Panel Life is killed, handing Retty the win. I think if Retty wins this one, the first win against all the clans in the clan rating would put them. Would give them a lot of points in the table, in the power rating table, while Carnage, they need to make a comeback here. Not a brilliant performance in the first one, they need to do a lot more, but we can see 4 or 5 tanks in 2k. Pretty obviously did a good job in this one. You can also see the damage spread is also pretty small, less, only around 1k across. Carnage, Ventium, only 406 damage, and Addicted. I mean, they also have 4 tanks doing more than 4k, but Ventium and Kami, they are really struggling to hold that side, and you can see that. Ooh, Frost, congratulations, Crocodile team. Mercy 2-0. What was your team? What was your team from? Interesting to know. Oh, just going to say congratulations to Frost Mom. So match point to Retty right now. I think Retty has shown us how to, well, they hesitated. Carnage this time didn't punish them for being hesitant, and that has a huge influence to the outcome of the game. I would also say the Crown Bargains, if they have penetrated their shot, could have gone very differently. But at least we are going for the second game of Mind Ruins Grosbear, and the IS4 Icky is out of the team. Pretty in Crown Bargain Diadi in the team 125 alongside Tox Benny. Double T22 by Raustrian and also Tomka, Pretty, Kamvag, Grosper, and the IS4 with Carnage. Double 50Bs by Gregory and also Ventium. This is the lineup we were seeing in Apex. Anya One Love in the double Crown Bargain alongside No Pen No Life. That's what she said. Is back in the T125, switching out Gregory. No, he's not switched out there. Addicted to T125 and Yute. There we go. Yute is here to rock this team in that Vegas Light. Oh, 2 members out of Carnage. I couldn't even recall which 2 are. I just cannot remember well. Things were Akami is out if I remember correctly, and I think that's one of them. I don't know the other. So Yute is trying to run away. Bumped into. Oh dear, he has some ping issues probably. He couldn't drive properly by the looks of it. Oh, but at the moment, Carnage is training better. Looks really strong for Carnage at the moment. Good start there. And they really need a strong start. And they are getting C as well, which means that Retty won't be able to get C. But if all the tanks are spotted on C, then Retty can go for A as well. But I mean, you don't want to take right position. Grosper is now down to 1 shot. Really good punishment from the double Crown Bargain. Pretty is now getting tagged by Yute. Yute is running away. He has the Addy's now getting rushed. Good push there. Carnage killing off the Addy. Next time they're going for the Tox Spanny, dropping the reactive armor. He's trying to pull back, but 50Bs are going for someone else. They're going to save the Crown Bargain. Good idea there. The Crown Bargains, they need to focus fire. They're going for Tomka. Good focus fire priority. Tomka is really, really mobile. They want that tank out, but Grosper is taken out by Yute. Yute doing a good job in that because, like, once again, Tox Spanny is dead. Look at the focus fire allocation from Carnage here. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Small Life is dead, and this is a Carnage. Absolute Carnage from CARNA. And what can I say about Carnage? I can't really fault their performance in this one. So much better. In terms of the reaction, the focus fire, especially the priority, the allocation. absolutely 100%. Very spot on. You can't really have any criticisms, to be honest with you. And Retty bleeding a little bit too much at the start. Look at how much damage they have left. Hit points left, I mean, more than 10k. Demanding performance from commanding performance from CARNA. That was just absolutely brutal. The Arnie this time is doing 0 damage. A donut, 5 tanks doing less than 1k in the perhaps a disappointing performance by Red Team, simply outmatched in that brawl. Wow. It's 1-all. We are now on Canal, which is a map that is really has a lot to do with cap pressure strategy. Red Team going for quadruple ground bargains for the burst damage. That could they can put out a lot of damage in one clip. 4 crown bargains, potentially that will add up to 4.8k damage. That could take out 2 tanks in one succession. Really, but the problem is a DPM. So whether Retty is going to stick with 4 crown bargains, whether CARNA is going to make use of the disadvantage that the 4 crown bargains are going to deliver, this is going to be important. But I suppose if Carnage has the cap lead, that actually won't put them in a good advantage at all, because it will be Retty that needs to do the rotation, and Retty, those tanks, 4 crown bargains would be absolutely brilliant in shutting a tank down. 2 tanks even with that lineup. I don't know, I'm thinking Carnage in this situation might not go for caps, but a counter strategy to potentially them getting the cap lead. I think if they get a cap lead, I think they might be in trouble. They might be in trouble. Just a thought. It could be wrong, but very weird that I say that if you get a cap lead, you're actually in trouble. But from this lineup, I would say so. The 4 crown bargains, especially, could really put a huge dent. But we're going to see. We're going to see what CARNA is going to do. Whether they have the same idea as I do, that they're going for a counter strat. Yes, I think so. They're going for D. This is where Southside is better on C and D, and they're going for the X side. I think Carnage might have that idea here to actually do a counter strat. I think with that win the game, we'll see. But at least they got the initial idea right. I would say that's a good move. No pen, no life, a little bit careless, but they spotted up. Oh, Tomka taking a big hit. Oh, taking another hit. Oh, Tomka really careless. Oh, Icky taking a little bit hit. Oh, the 50 Bs are doing their job, trapping these tanks. Now Carnage with a hit point pool lead. Retty, their initial strategy to get a cap lead at the start, and also, well, that's not the initial strategy. I don't know what they're. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. Retty making a push, which is going to be a very bad push. Look at Carnage just ready in those spots, looking to punish those tanks one by one. Preddy is now dead. The Prime Vagans, are they able to put out the damage they need to? Now they are less than. They're almost 5k behind in terms of hit points. Look at Diani just getting tracked and now shot from the back. No pen, no life, just circling around Icky. Oh gosh, CARNA is just absolutely thwarting Retty's idea in that quadruple crown bargains. Exactly as I thought. They are not going for caps counter strat. Brilliant stuff. Oh my goodness me. Exceptional. Ute killing him off, that's just absolutely wow. Van Team killing off Grosper, and Small Life is the last man standing. That's a really quick game, less than 2 minutes, and Carnage is going out on top with 7 kills without a cap. What a performance there, that was just so quick. That, I wasn't even expecting that to happen so quickly. Gosh. 5 tanks doing more than 2k, absolutely wonderful. I really wish you all the best for tomorrow, for Thursday. You guys, I think you guys have what it takes to beat endgame. But just you need to be at that level for Thursday. I think it's possible. but with Retzi. Yeah, that was just I don't know. I can't really explain. I would say you didn't punish Retti's hesitation good enough, and the Crown Vangers took way too many hits potentially. Ventium is to blame though, so I blame Ventium for that loss. Retti 4 tanks doing more, no tank doing more than 2k, which is really disappointing considering. The game plan was to get probably they don't have the mobility to do a cap lead, so they probably would go to the CND, but they would know that they want a cap lead, so they will make use of those Crown Vangers to do the burst damage, and they are strong in the rotation if you can see that lineup. So Carnage really good, counter rotation really good. That's epic, yes. My god. I've got some messages. Thank you very much, Team Builder. Rice. Yeah, GS friend. Small Life, GS friend as well. Thank you very much for watching. Absolutely wonderful performance from Carnage tonight so far, except that loss against Retty, which could spell warning sign. If they play like that against Endgame, they are seriously screwed. But if they play like what they did against Retty in the last 2 matches, then well done to them. Oh my god, eggplant. So let's look at the results of other teams here. That's what she said. When you're not playing, the team lost. But it's not a one-man team, so I blame Ventium for that. Adam Carey. Oh my god. APA won against 2-0, one against Sparta 2-0. Joe 46 against Kraken Esports. They won Kraken Esports 2-1 in an upset. Joe 46 has always been there as one of the teams that you don't want to underestimate. I've lost against them multiple times. I know that they go for a very old strategy, the 2017 meta, if I remember correctly. 2017, lots of heavies, like some at 1-3, if I remember correctly. So so sometimes the old stuff that work, but I'm not sure how they play against Kraken Esports. BPS lost to Raid 0-2. They actually won SYS 2-1. It's not convincing at all. Raid 1. Yeah, why am I checking that even? Oh, Raid won against Endgame 2-1. That's important. And for all the doubters about Ray, just I think that result, you know that Ray is not bad at all. So I really don't get the reason why quite some people just rate Raid so poorly. Which they are still one of the best teams on the EU server. Don't underestimate them at all. No, that would not be the right idea to do so. The endgame won against SYS 2-0, so that's good. Turks against Loka, can they have their revenge? Yes! Turks 2-1 against Loka with that revenge. Oh my goodness me. Turks top 8 quality. I'm going to say this. Turks can actually go for top 8. Can actually do so. 2-0 against ABV. Well. That was fantastic. Won against Vamos. Immortals 2-0. Beats ABV 2-0. And that was good. Oof. But Serenity lost to HSOP 0-2. What the heck is going on, Serenity? If they continue to perform like that tomorrow, I'm seriously concerned about their chances in the top 8. But Shy Raiders beat VNM 2-0, so that's good. Serenity. HSOP! Out of nowhere. That was so good tonight. I mean, they were led by Bonsku, Tumpy from North, Agile, Hippo, Athlete from North, WW. Okay, that's pretty much the Winter War team. Yeah. Wow. Absolutely. I didn't expect that. We could. RNG 2-0 against HSOP last time with the similar lineup, so they definitely, it's like E4D. So they summoned the spirits of E4D today. So, oh my god. AQVA 2-0 against Nice, 2-0 against Vale. But I mean, training doesn't really represent everything. It all comes down to the tournaments. It's what matters. It's what matters. Training, you can try a lot of different strategies. You can try a lot of different maneuvers and try different people in calling or something like that. It's practice. It's not like anything here that that these results matter towards your final position in the winter season. The mentality is also different as well, so you can't really use your training results as an indicator of how you perform, of how you will perform in the tournaments. It's all that comes down to the real thing. So, hello, Shogun. Yeah, unfortunately they kind of dead. They won against the RTNK 2-0, so that was really good. Cross 2-0 against 0-3, so they lost to Red T 1-2. They won Shadow 2-1. So Cross still fine, but we can safely stop HSOP coming out of nowhere, we'll see. I forgot where the event team is, and that's what she says from the Legion main team. I don't think they are, but I mean, they are right. They're from Legion, but also probably, yeah. CARNA, more like Karma. CARNA, BPS never really broke into the tournament scene. Actually, they finally become determined to go for the tournaments, mainly because Elysium is joining BPS. But they haven't been a top 8 material so far, so it's going to be hard for them. I mean, they need a big performance on Thursday. For people who are who are thinking whether I will be streaming tonight on NA, no, I won't. And also Thursday, no. I only stream NA on every weekend until like the 6th, 7th, and 8th previous skill tournament that I probably will stream them all. Main reason is because I have to stream at 2 a.m. which severely disrupts my my streaming schedule. Thank you, Shoga. Wow. €11. Thank you. Wow, thank you. Really big thing. Really big donation there. I really appreciate. Thank you very much. I need to. Oh well, maybe one day if we meet in real life, not on a date. Well, I'll probably oh, what's the word? I'll probably sponsor you for that dinner. Really, thank you very much for that. Wow. But I'll be streaming Pincer on Saturday and Sunday, so do take a look at that. Raid are good, yeah, Raid are good. I don't get why people say Raid aren't good. Don't underestimate that. Underestimate that matchup peril. Oof. The reaction when Turks won against Local was like, "Wah!" Oh my goodness me. Oh man. Once again, let's look at the bracket for tomorrow. Yeah, Turks will be facing Turks, BPS, Loca, Siege, Chai Raiders, Endgame, CARNA, APA, Aqua are through to the next to the first day's games. Nice, Reti, SYS, HSOP, VNM, SS, Serenity, Immortal, Sparta, ABV, Joe 46, Veil, Cross, Raid 03, Faculty Sports and TI10K will be fighting in the round of 32 with Serenity losing 0-2 a lot tonight. That will put them down a lot in the power rating. I am really concerned their top 8 chances. I will see. Let me generate the power rating table for you. But So's, however, So's won't drop down a lot because they only lost 1-2 against Cross. Is it Cross or what's the team again? So's is Loca got 7 ammo rack. Oh my god. Oh, that's not yeah, HSO. Yeah, they only lost to HSOP. 1-2. We'll see. My bot's going to kill itself. Are you talking about Thomas Peterson? I mean, I kind of decommissioned that bot forcefully, so I already killed that bot. So. Well, I did say 2 against HXY. I think I did mention at one point. Oh my god. Thank you very much. That stream will end very soon, so thank you all for watching this. I think there is a good turnout. So thank you very much for oh no, but oh dear, that wasn't a good word to I talk about. Are you talking about me inviting Shogun on the well? But seriously, 11 euros. Thank you very much. That's very generous of you. Oof. But it's locked onto Discord, so you can't get away with a ban. I'm joking. I don't know. We will see, but that context doesn't sound good. Claps easy once again. I'm going to type it here. So hopefully it's clear enough if you didn't catch that. I'll be like Krusty Mr. Krabs when I see money. Oh, thank you, Ventium. Do think you have what it takes to beat Endgame, but just But for now, I will leave you for now. And thank you all for joining in. Mr. Beast. I call that a proposal. Oh my god. I probably am single for. I'm probably single. I mean, why am I even thinking about that? Oh gosh, no. I'm not a maths teacher. Oh, I forgot almost. Update the leaderboard before I go. Update the leaderboard. So we will see the changes very soon. It's raid. I think one. I forgot raid. Yeah, one against BPS. So yeah, go for that. Serenity lost. So oh, what about Immortals? Yeah, 2 new if I remember correctly. Okay. APA 2 new against Sparta. Turks. Are Sanif even here tonight? Are Sanif even here? Well, I have to check. Sanif even here? No, they're not even here. So, bye. Fuha got knocked out in the round of Kraken is just oof. Kraken Esports where is Kraken Esports? Getting late for the day. I don't have a date. No one invited me on the days. Sad. Not even the people. Okay, not even. If you're watching this, do consider. Yeah. Good night, Kavafos. Where is ABVE? ABVE. I think they got 0-2, isn't it? Yes, 0-2. Well, Rufa's not even here tonight. Oh, where is my Ukrainian singer? Vibes. Not over here. BFCZ. BHBP. Cross. 2-0, yeah. CHRD. Where are they? 2-0 against Vietnam, yes. Nice is yeah. Rackham. SYS. Yeah. Oh, VNM? I actually have VNM. It's 02, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 02. Sparta. Oh, it's Dodge even here tonight. No, not even here. So quick. Quick. So the table will be updated as follows. If I didn't get anything wrong, oh my god. Should be as follows. Rackham will be dropping down to the 19th spot. Oh, big drop. Turks are now in the top 8. Very good night for them. Good luck saying. Top 8 currently would be Endgame, APA, Locus. Souls are still in the top 8. That is because they done brilliantly on the first day, so they're still in the 4th place. That will change for tomorrow. That will put them below top 8 potentially. Aqua, Turks, Vale, and CARNA. CARNA is still there. BPS close. Raid have gone up the table about a lot, now in the 9th position. Serenity still in 11th, tied in points with Nice. And they need to beat Loca tomorrow, and their loss against HSOP isn't really good, I must say. Cross, Red T, Red Kim, and H1Z1. SYS, let me include the clan logo here as of SYS. Feel bad if I'll feel bad if I have that clan logo already, so I think it kind of would be unfair for them if it's not included in that leaderboard. So there we go, we have the clan logo for SYS there, so I think I got the ranking right. That will eat H1Z1 out of top 16, and that is not good. But anyway, thank you all for joining in, and see you all